were cited on Meg Road, the person or the property owner at that time agreed as part of their connection pact, if you will, with the Twice Borough Authority to upsize the pipe to accommodate additional EDUs. So that was not just for a single resident. It had the potential of connecting in other properties, properties in that area. So, all that said, you understand that what he's suggesting about the cost is not, and it should be a very serious consideration on your part to look at that as an option.
If I'm wrong or misstating something, we can talk about it and have a broken-up conversation and not yell at each other in this township. And if somebody shows me that I've miscalculated or made an error in judgment, so be it. I mean, that's the way I am. I'm just trying to find a way out of this. That's where I'm at. So, does anybody, I'm sorry, Scott.
Scott McCalla, 102 Schwenk Road. I just want to say is that plan was originally approved, and the zoning back then, I'm putting myself in this too, but that zoning back then, I had 1 acre zoning. The front of my property, the back of my property is now 1 acre zoning. I am now 2 acre zoning. That plan gets changed from the original plan now, then it does open the township up, because I'll be in there. So I'm just letting you guys know that if you change that plan from 47 homes and you're adding homes to it, it changes it. It was grandfathered in, well then that doesn't happen, you changed it. So I will be in here. Just let you guys know.
Yeah, I just want to bring up one more thing. So the deepest point, you're saying is around 20 foot. What about directional drilling just in that area? And go from manhole to manhole with directional drill. There's another option. I mean, you can think outside the box a bunch of different ways.
Directional drilling is not recommended for something where you're trying for a very accurate slope. And so what that was depicting was a 0.5% slope. It's very, very flat. So you need to be very exact in directional drilling. When you read all the studies, it's great for force mains and for water lines or for sewers when you've got a good slope. But for something like that where you're doing 0.5%, that really rules out the directional drilling.
Some pretty good drillers out there. Yeah.
I don't disagree, but if you read all the studies on directional
I
drilling,
read a lot of them.
because I've looked at it for other projects, and for that flat.
But there's
sewer
another
line-
option, just saying.
For that flat sewer line,
Right.
it's dismissed.
Any other questions at this point? Brian, I cut you off. Did you still want to say something?
It was answered, thank you.
So at this point, are we in a position to, is there anything else for here?
Is there any alternative that would delay or take away the zoning hearing schedule? Would you be willing to drop that?
Certainly, we'd be willing to extend it for a certain period of time. If we were working in going down a particular path, if the path was one where I can tell you it doesn't work tonight, then maybe not. But yeah, we're certainly open to extending that.
Well, do you recognize that there might be some options out there, or are you coming in with a preconceived idea that this is not really headed in a positive direction?
I've been coming here for the last couple of years, and every time I come, I hear more and more, and you're absolutely right that the more I hear, we should just stick with the old plan and forget about going up Salford Station, forget about Pump Station. When we started the process a couple of years ago, that was one of the first things that we talked about with sanitary sewer. But over time, I continue to hear more and more residents not really happy with taking public sewer up Salford Station or more density. And so, yeah, that's really what I've been hearing. So I'm not sure what the answer is. We went out and signed up the Schmidt property because I was hopeful that me bringing that to the township was going to be a positive thing. In my mind, I felt like you know, I hear what everybody's saying about additional density, but, you know, if you have a piece of ground that you could build 9 or 10 homes on it, and you're not gonna have that density there, that's gonna stay as open ground. You know, in my mind, I was thinking we're at 55 homes, that's not too far off from what we're asking, and, you know, in my mind, again, I felt like it was a good opportunity. If, you know, if you said, hey, Ben, you're at 55, can you do 59, can you do 58, maybe we can have a conversation, but if the answer is, you know, we want you to buy the Schmidt property, we want you to build a pump station on it and do it for 46 homes, you know, we're too far apart. If there's something more in line, then we're open to that conversation.
Explain to me your plan of putting the pump station on the Schmidt property using a small parcel of ground. Were you thinking of taking your gravity flow from the development of Melbourne Hills
That's correct.
down the road, or at a point come down to Southwood, take it to that pump station,
That's correct.
then accept some of the customers upstream from that on Southwood Station? There's not that many up that way.
That's
You would build a line from that point up to receive them, or is that the township's responsibility?
So what I envision is, so the creek's here, and so I envision a pump station kind of in this location. There's not much room to build it really up against the road with the creek and the floodplain.
I
So
understand.
I kind of envision building it here, but yeah, bringing all of this down via a gravity line going in this location into a pump station, and then a force main back up to the manhole in the road.
In Little Road, that Little Road?
Yeah.
And not do any other work going into the water line?
That's correct.
Like you avoid
That's
that deep
That's correct.
excavation?
That's
in that pipe?
Yeah.
So how does that come into effect when you put the other development on Little Road? All those houses coming into one manhole? What? That's.
The other development on Little Road, they'll intercept into that manhole, I agree. I think that's the same amount of gravity going down to that point. That would be all gravity.
That would flow by itself.
Whether it's the Sahaki property or the other property, whatever property's there, it'd be all gravity. Would it not? That's all gravity coming down the road.
That's over here.
Yeah.
Sherry?
Earlier you talked about the pump station. Now I understand there's an additional excavation needs to be done moving the pump sewer back up. Is that included in that estimate, or is it your developmental estimates, or where are those funds?
So we're proposing to cover the cost of, obviously, you know, our gravity line in our project, a gravity line down to about this point, building a pump station, and then building a force main back up Southwood Station to, that's all part of that hour.
At $900,000.
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, Chuck, there was discussion a couple of years ago about a gravity line to run behind the Little Road properties to tie some of the Little Road properties in, but that hasn't been discussed ever since the low pressure main has come up. Is that still?
I will assume that is still part of the overall.
So there was no plan in the plan that we're seeing here, that there was no plan to have a gravity line back here, but, you know, certainly if that was part of the conversation, we'd be willing to, if you want to go back to the other plan, go to 60. So we were talking about right here. So yeah, certainly we'd be open to providing a sewer pipe in this location that then could feed via gravity into our community and then down.
That's still part of your plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was always been part of
Yeah,
it.
I always was.
I don't think it was on the, but you could be right.
Seem to remember it was a feature on the plans, then you had to keep asking to make sure it stayed there.
It's been a topic on the plan since it came back.
Yeah,
Then in this one.
the last couple of years.
Yeah, so we would continue
Yeah,
to.
I mean, because realistically, trying to sewer the homes using line on Little Road means that pretty much everybody would be forced to probably pump.
Potentially,
Right.
depending on where it's going.
Right, because everybody's septic system's on the back, and to be honest with you, we're not even sure that their septic fields may not be totally contained on their parcels.
Yep.
At least that is what has been communicated to me informally.
would you be responsible for their connection?
No, we would just be,
Just provide the lateral?
yeah, the main would be installed.
The first floor elevation.
We would put the pipe in the ground.
Right, the first floor elevation.
Yeah, depending, I don't know where the neighbors are, but yeah,
Depending on how deep it goes.
yeah.
With just, I'm shooting from the hip here. Realizing, I personally favor you buying the Schmidt property and keeping it as is and selling it as one lot, or better yet, maybe making it a 2 or 3 acre parcel and giving the rest of the township to open space, as a covenant.
Sure.
If that would be possible. I think we get, personally, again, more use out of the sewer pumping station. Take care of the problem. I would like to know if you're amenable, if you would go from 60 to a number down to do that.
Yeah, so I mean.
And I'm shooting from the hip.
Yeah, great.
Would around 55 be more reasonable?
So, I think in my mind, we're between 55 and 60. And so if it was 58, I think we'd say yes and move along. And so, but again, it really depends how the township feels.
Well, I don't think we're here to negotiate a hard number. I think we're just trying
I'm
to
just
figure
shooting
out.
from the hip.
Yeah. No, me too. Me too.
Yeah, and I'm more reasonable until around 55 as a compromise, realizing that you have an expenditure to put out there. And yes, nobody likes to see anybody make a profit, but that's what it's about. You're in business to try to make a profit.
Well, I mean, there's an option to perhaps bring that number down when we talk about recash.
Yeah, so we'd get open to that. Yeah, so if the question
So
was,
it could be a combination of some variables here.
absolutely.
And again, I don't want to push the issue, but I really think a pump station, if we can help people out with a pump station, service his need is a better way, eliminating a deep line going down Route 29, which I realize that once it's built, it's in the ground. Generally, you don't have to do a heck of a lot with it the way they're built today. But you still have that danger element of having men specially equipped to go down in a manhole and meeting strict OSHA requirements. And there have been people that get hurt in those type of excavations, even shallower than that. But again, I prefer the sewer pump station.
From my opinion, I don't prefer anything that brings us to a precedent-setting square footage below.
All developments are precedent setting. If you
No,
do one precedent, you're never going to follow another precedent because all properties are different. Your precedents don't work that
We
way.
have zoning that restricts it to 10,000.
I know that.
So I think setting a precedent that we would allow something to go down below 6,000 square foot is not something that, I don't think it's something that we on the planning commission.
I think it's a compromising precedent.
It's, yeah, compromising is the right word. We get compromised, but
You weren't there, but we should discuss at length the merits of having a pump station. And as a civil engineer, from a purely engineering perspective, I felt it was the right way to go. I went to the trouble of bringing somebody that I just happened to meet who knew something about it, and he helped us in our conversations and gave us operational input, which I thought was very valuable. And I always welcome people from outside our little circle here, just to hear people who haven't been in this room over the years in all the arguments. And so, I personally, that's why I was asking earlier, trying to find ways that we could make that pump station work, but still stay in something that's generally consistent with what we had before. That's where I was trying to go. Yes.
Ernie, you brought up the concept of the pump station helping residents in the future, the possibility of that relief. Would that also possibly be an option for those residents that are north on 29 that also might be in a situation? Like, would that sit low enough and along the creek there that it would come down 29 as well from like up near the restaurant or up that direction?
Yeah, we don't have that many homes going west on 29, but I'd say based on the grade coming down, I guess it could possibly work, but I'm not sure about the same
You
profile.
might need some more pumping somewhere. Somebody would have to really look at studied that. See, I wasn't under the impression it was going to be able to give relief that far, but I didn't go that in great detail. I'm Lee Carroll, our engineer, has looked at that aspect of things. Right. Yeah. Right. It's not, it hasn't been something that the township has studied, because it wasn't included in our sewage plan back in 2013.
I was just thinking more along the lines that you guys were talking about comprehensive plan and things like that.
Right.
Around, what possibilities, it is an older area, there are older homes, with systems that we don't know exactly where they drain into or whatever. Is that a possibility if that could serve two purposes, like three in this case, throwing it out there.
So something I also would want to bring up, just so we're all kind of trying to speak the same languages, is part of the math on our side, with going to smaller lots is less improvements internal to the site. So the less impervious coverage, less road, less basins, all that goes into our math equation. So as you're considering and thinking about the different choices, those smaller lots do help us.
So here's where I think we're at. I'd love to draw this agenda item to a close unless somebody really thinks something we haven't covered here. I think the planning commission should take a position on this. Recognize the planning commission is a recommending body. It's the board of supervisors who have the authority to make approvals. And so whatever we do, again, it's just a recommendation to the board. You guys want a minute?
So the discussion that was just happening in my mind is that I'm hearing, some valid discussion back and forth with some different solutions. It's not going to be resolved in a public forum this evening.
Right.
So I think what may make sense for everybody is to postpone this for a month. Let's have an opportunity to discuss it with different people in the township that it needs to be discussed with, and then come back with where we are on these alternatives and these options.
So are you suggesting that you were withdrawing your application to
So I'm
zoning?
withdrawing, but we will postpone it.
It's like section 902.
In other words, we can request an extension to the zoning hearing board and grant them actually permission to extend beyond the 45-day limit that is required under the APC. Get that letter out, that would extend the hearing from the zoning hearing board and allow more time for discussion to try to work through some of these issues.
Well, I hear what you're saying, and I appreciate it, but I think we should take a position on this tonight. And if you guys come back with other ideas, we can always look at it again. I mean, we're open to looking at stuff. God knows, I've been here till 11 o'clock at night looking at stuff. But I think from what I'm hearing, you have a plan there, and I think we should solidify our feelings as a planning commission to give our feedback to the board, how we feel, and then it's up to them how they decide to act on it.
Are you turning them down?
I'm not turning them down, I'm just trying to, are you saying that if we take a position on your zoning hearing request now, that's going to affect what you do in the future?
Well, I think it creates a hard and fast position at this point, which I think is unwarranted if we're going to try to have.
Well, you brought us to this point.
Pardon me?
You brought us to this point.
Well, we brought it, we have an
I
application,
didn't
that was
expect to be talking about this a couple weeks ago.
the ability to have a discussion, we needed to have a discussion, we need to have feedback from this planning commission. Filing an application is the mechanism that we get in front of this planning commission. That's the way the process works of the MPC. But we also have the ability to postpone the hearing based on some of the feedback that we've gotten and see if we have other alternatives that we can look at it and revise the application, withdraw the application, change the plan, or go forward with what we have. And then we come back to you and then you vote it. That's where we are.
What's the general feeling of the group in terms of taking a position?
How far down the road are you talking? I mean, and what assurances do we have that will you, what assurances do we have that you'll actually push it down the road that far?
Well, there are two factors at play. Certainly wouldn't leave enough time to have a reasonable discussion. On the other hand, we need to know where we're going and we need to have our direction. So we don't want to kick the can too far down the road. So let's take it a month at a time at this point. You don't meet for another month anyway, so let's see if that gives us enough time to reach a resolution, or at least to make enough progress towards a resolution.
So you're saying you're moving it from, moving the hearing board date of October 30th to November 30th? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, I mean, it's, yes. Yes.
We're in another hurry, right? If he's willing to take another one.
Yeah.
I think the property 670.
It's fine. Yeah, from a legal perspective, I guess if you're making a commitment to us, you've made a commitment in front of more than 50 people, so if for some reason something changes from that, I'm not sure how that all gets handled, but if that's the wisdom of the group, not to take a position now, I'll
Is there just not a chance that the zoning hearing would happen before we can meet again?
I'm sorry.
Is there a chance the zoning hearing would be rescheduled, but before we meet again? Are you committing to, we would be back in the setting before the next?
Correct, that's the point. That's the point. So we have another opportunity to come before you, before we go back to the zoning hearing board, if that's what we decide to do, either with the same application or with the modified application.
Get that in
And
writing.
submitted in writing to the township,
Correct,
along the
correct.
guidelines.
Get that in writing.
Now, is there any way that perhaps you can entertain keeping the 10,000 square foot lots, which our zoning is, but, are you going to incorporate that into, like, tweaking your numbers or are you just committed to that 6,000 square foot lot?
So I think there's some balance between 6 and 10. I think 10 just is not going to fit the number of homes that we were talking about.
If you didn't do the pump station, would it fit?
So if we were doing the gravity line or trying to put some other solution, then we have a plan that was designed and that would fit. If we were looking to add 10 units to the project, well, then it would not really fit with 10,000 square foot lots. Is the answer, does it fit with 7,500 square foot lots? Probably.
Just speaking for myself, and I don't know what the other people, I don't believe it would be prudent for us to move from 10,000 square feet. And you have other alternatives that would allow you to get to that, like some of the other things that were mentioned here. I don't think it's imperative for you to get beyond 10,000, below 10,000 square foot. Because again, it goes back to your original agreement at 10,000 square foot. So, and you already said you could make a profit because you'd spend $300,000 to dig a trench